Hey, my friends, happy Thursday night. I hope tonight finds you well, that things are going well for you and for your step family. And I wanted to just remind you, if you're watching this again, that there is a step family conference January 24th and 25th. It's for husbands and wives. If you're interested in it, go to stepfamilyevents.com. And Shar, who's in this group, is organizing the conference, and she got Laura Petherbridge and Ron Deal to come out. They are really big in the step family circles, especially in within the Christian community. They wrote a book together called Smart Step Family. I'm not sure, I haven't looked at that one, and my brain is real tired today, so chances are good it wouldn't even retrieve the information. So Laura has 25 years experience coaching and working in a step family. And Ron, I'm not sure how long he has. He's an LCSW. He, works with blended families. And so that's exciting. I don't know what I just did there. Okay. Anyway, so if you can get there, get there. It's in Utah, in Lehi, Utah. And let me know if you need more information. Shar is one of the people with the biggest hearts that I know, and she legitimately just wants to help people get there. So do that. I just tagged her in this so she would see it. All right, that is a party. Oh my heck, you guys, I'm so sorry. And my Utah just came out when I said, oh my heck. I gotta figure out my lighting situation. All right, so today we are talking again, I think, about dealing with your emotions. And the reason that we're talking about this is because there are a lot of negative emotions. I shouldn't say negative. They're uncomfortable emotions that come up around step parenting and around the struggles that we have as a step parent. And these struggles are consistent across the board for people who are in step parenting relationships or co-parenting or blended families. So the things that we struggle with are feeling like things are out of our control, having different expectations of the kids and different expectations of what parenting looks like and what we think the other person should be doing. Relationship issues where things come up with you and your partner, and those are a struggle. You can also have, there's so many things. I could list them all night and we'd still be here and we wouldn't get to any of the good stuff. So step family stuff is really predictable, and the things that come up are really predictable, and they are things that we can deal with, and things that there are proven strategies that help. First, we have to deal with our uncomfortable emotions, and to deal with them, shockingly, we have to be okay with them. We have to let it be. We have to say, you know what, I'm not feeling great right now. I'm not feeling comfortable. I'm not feeling appreciated. I'm not feeling safe. I'm not feeling happy. I'm feeling alone. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling disappointed. I'm feeling frustrated, feeling whatever. And then figure out a way to process through it. So one of the things that I'm learning about right now is called breath work. And with breath work, I don't know a ton about it yet, but in my process of never ending, trying to improve myself and my life and make things better for not only me, but for my husband and for my family, make myself the best person that I can be and find the most happiness I can be. I love doing personal development stuff. It's one of my favorite things to do. And breath work is, part of it is involved in acknowledging that you feel an emotion, letting yourself feel it instead of stuffing it down. So some mindfulness there too, of acknowledging and feeling, and then kind of breathing through it. So you're taking in deep breaths that are, and you imagine, or kind of sighing or breathing out that emotion. And that can be a really effective way to do it. That happens, or that can help a lot when we have things like fear in our lives, and there's a lot of fear around step parenting. There's fear that we won't be good enough, fear that the kids don't like us, fear that we're failing them, fear that we are, I don't know, there's so many fears around step parenting. I don't need to list them, you guys know what they are. But that can be effective in releasing fear. It can be effective in releasing anger or shame or guilt or any uncomfortable emotions that we have. So even though this isn't a mindfulness video, it's a training video on step parenting, a lot of the same principles apply. And the more that we can be mindful and intentional about the way that we step parent, about our relationships, and not only with the kids, but also with our partner and with the bio parent that we're co-parenting with, whatever that looks like. We want to make sure that we're intentional about it and not in reactive mode, and that we're dealing with the stuff that we need to, the triggers that come up for us. So, and just as an example, and so you guys know that it can take a while, I can't remember if I talked about our flight back on Monday, because I've been telling the story all week to my students, but we flew back from Kauai. My parents took us there because they're the best parents on the planet. And not really, but they're pretty amazing and they're really generous and I appreciate them. So we flew back. We got back into San Diego from Kauai at 11 something at night. And our plane left for Salt Lake City the next morning at 6:15. So we had about between 6 and 7 hours we were going to be at the airport. And I got frustrated because we thought we were going to be able to sleep on some couches, and we were not able to sleep on those couches. And I was tired. It was 2:00 in the morning when we got kicked off the couches. I hadn't been to sleep yet. And I was so grouchy. And I was not, I noticed I was being grouchy, but I was like, I don't want to work through this. This is dumb. And I get stubborn a lot of times. And I get in my head about what I think should be happening and what I think should be right. And that has caused a lot of problems for me in my life. And it has caused a lot of problems in step parenting. And it's one of the things that I see in step parenting groups that causes tons of problems, because we have our ideas of how things should be, but those ideas don't line up with how things are. And we get frustrated because what we think should be happening isn't happening. And sorry, I'm going to try one more thing really quick. And then we get upset, cause a problem, or make a bigger problem out of something that's already there. And if we can figure out how to deal with our own stuff, we can be more happy as step parents. So it's really important to do that. And it's really helpful to do that. And I know a lot of times in step parent groups, it's like, well, if the bio parent would just do this, and if they would just do that, and if they cared about the kids, they wouldn't send them in clothes that are 3 sizes too small, or they would show up to their parent-teacher conferences, or they would do their homework, or they would do this, that, or the other. And all of that falls within the circle of stuff that we can't control, which sucks, but it is what it is. We cannot control what other people do. We can't control what our stepkids do. We can't control what our partners do. We can only control what we do. And as much as it sucks and we want to vent sometimes, ultimately the responsibility is on us to deal with all the negative feelings or uncomfortable feelings that we have. So the question then becomes, how are you going to deal with that? What are you going to do? And what are you going to do to get unstuck? So stay tuned. I'm going to be announcing a group coaching program soon that's going to be starting in February. I'm really excited about this. I'm also going to post this on my Facebook page, and because, reasons. And so if you have any questions or comments on it, great, let me know. If not, send me a message. And if you're interested in any of the training, or if you're interested in any specific topics for a training, please also reach out and let me know. You can message me on here. You can just make a post in the group, whatever works for you. And I don't check Facebook Messenger every day. It's like every 3 days. So if I don't get back to you, I will check it. Just let me know, or I'll check it. You don't have to let me know. Okay, thanks you guys. I love you. Have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you on Monday for mindfulness. Bye.